In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 4 reading habits of successful people. Welcome to the Confidence to Success channel, where every week I share weekly tips and ideas on how to live the confident life. Tip number 1 is to set a goal for reading. How many books do you plan on reading this year? How long do you plan on reading? Is it 20 minutes, 30 minutes, perhaps 60 minutes? Or even as little as maybe 10 minutes or 5 minutes. Our mind are just like muscles, just as physical muscles. And if you don't use it, eventually you'll lose it. It'll be of no use to you. Just like you have to physically be active, for your body to be in top shape and top form, you also need to be mentally active, by reading and working on your mind, making sure that your mind is at the tip-top shape so you can really deal with the challenges that's going to come towards your life as you go forward with your life. Which of course means you won't be able to face life challenges with a weak mind, just as your health cannot face health issues with a weak body. Reading is extremely important. So you need to set some goals for what you want to accomplish this year. Tip number 2 is to make a list. Make sure your reading list is in alignment with what you want to become. What's some of the books that you're reading? What's some of the books that you're inspired to read, such as your mentors? What kind of person do you plan on becoming? With a book, you're never alone. You can have the most successful individual sitting right next to you, on your lap, on your bedroom, in the car, wherever you are. They're with you, and they're reading, putting their mind into paper, so you can really get a better idea of what it is they do and how they got to where they've got to. And start small and grow from there. As the saying goes, Rome wasn't built in a day. So bottom line is you need to create a reading habit and stick to it and be consistent with it, because that's the only way you'll stick to anything in life. And also tip number 3 is to make it pleasurable. Anything that that's going to be sustained over a long period of time, it needs to be pleasurable. Now, it may not be easy. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be a little challenge. But if you make it pleasurable, make it easy to enjoy, you can sustain that long term, which will create a successful reading habits, and which will change your mind dramatically. Find a quiet place. One of the ways you can make it pleasurable is to get away from the distraction, get away from all the noise, is to find a quiet place. Number 2, get away from social media. When you're reading, turn your phone into an airplane mode. Get away from social media. Get away from the hustle and bustle, and really get to know you as a person. Work on your mind. Work on your muscle, because it is critical. It is vital for the success of your life. Tip number 4 is to journal what you're reading. Journal the books that you're reading. Keep track of the books you're reading. It's such an amazing thing when you look back 6 months from now and you say, wow, I've read this amount of book and I've learned this amount of knowledge. Now you're better equipped to deal with different situations because you know more. You've learned more. And learning is at the core of our human being, is our being. What you don't know will not help you. Write a summary of each book you read. What you learn from there. What insight have you gained? How can you apply that to your own life? How can you help others understand what you've read? Teach another person about the book you read. And each time you hit a milestone, reward yourself for staying the course. Because, the statistics says, the average person read maybe 1 book a year. And that's pretty pathetic, given the fact that what reading does for you mentally. There are 4 tips on some of the successful reading habits of successful people, and I hope you get value from this video. And if you're brand new to this channel, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification for more videos just like this. And always remember to have an awesome day.